Gypsy Rose Blanchard's story has captivated audiences worldwide. Her fraught relationship with her mother, Dee Dee, the abuse, the manipulation, and ultimately the tragic events that unfolded. But today, I want to focus on Gypsy Rose as a mother. I want to explore how her childhood experiences might influence her parenting style. The central question is this: how does her incredibly difficult upbringing affect how she raises her own children? This is a complex and personal topic that requires delving into the nuances of her past and present. Gypsy Rose's childhood was marked by a profound lack of boundaries and a distorted sense of reality due to her mother Dee Dee's Munchausen syndrome by proxy. This toxic dynamic makes it difficult to predict exactly how Gypsy Rose will parent. But she's worked incredibly hard to break free from those patterns. Even with therapy, some elements of her upbringing might show up in her parenting. Gypsy Rose has spoken publicly about her struggles with PTSD and anxiety. These will certainly impact her parenting style and the emotional labor she invests in her children. Just being honest, I'm really scared for Gypsy and her parenting. What if she ends up with PTSD and starts having flashbacks? I worry she might unintentionally hurt her child. It's a lot to think about, and who knows how it could affect things in the future. Given the complexities of Gypsy Rose's past, it's natural to wonder how she'll navigate the challenges of modern parenting, where helicopter parenting and social media scrutiny can be overwhelming. Will she prioritize giving her children the stability and security she never knew as a child? Or will her own trauma responses influence her approach to discipline and boundaries? These are critical questions that will help us better understand how Gypsy Rose's childhood continues to shape her parenting style today. Her experiences of abuse and manipulation may influence her views on emotional connection and attachment with her kids. For instance, Gypsy Rose has spoken about how Dee Dee would fabricate illnesses and subject her to endless medical procedures, a traumatic experience that could influence her approach to her children's health and wellness. Similarly, the lack of emotional validation she received as a child may lead her to prioritize emotional intelligence and empathy in her parenting. Gypsy Rose's story is a reminder that childhood experiences can profoundly impact our relationships and worldview, especially when it comes to parenting. Having been so severely manipulated and controlled, she may be hypervigilant about setting healthy boundaries and promoting autonomy in her children. However, this could lead to an overcorrection where she struggles to set limits or enforce discipline, fearing she'll repeat her mother's patterns. Her experiences with her mother's gaslighting might also affect her approach to communication and conflict resolution with her children. Gypsy Rose may encourage open and honest communication or prioritize emotional validation. Alternatively, she may struggle with asserting authority or setting clear boundaries due to her history of being manipulated and controlled. A key moment that reveals the impact of Gypsy Rose's past on her parenting style is her admission of struggling with anxiety and PTSD. This vulnerability speaks to her growth and self-awareness. She's working hard to break the cycles of trauma and abuse that defined her childhood, creating a more mindful and compassionate approach to parenting, one that prioritizes emotional intelligence and empathy over control and manipulation. Reflecting on Gypsy Rose's parenting style, it's clear her childhood has had a profound impact on how she raises her children. While we can't predict exactly how her past will shape her parenting, it's encouraging to see her striving to create a nurturing environment for her kids. Ultimately, Gypsy Rose's story reminds us that childhood experiences can leave lasting marks on our lives. But with self-awareness, hard work, and a commitment to growth, we can break free from those patterns and build a better future for ourselves and our children.